Hello, and here's another one for you. And we're talking about a THORN Beta 79 street light, 125 watt mercury vapors and 80 watt lamps and 70 watt sun lamps. And Beta 79, what we're talking about, this one here, an old type of Beta 79, and it doesn't have four bolts on the back of it. The pole bracket goes in and your photo cell. But all this is all kind of be aluminium, so that's why I don't have gloves on me, because this is all made of kind of be aluminium and has this brown plastic clip. Now the brown plastic clip kind of snapped, so I can't get the bowl to stay on like this. Bowl keeps falling off it. It's the original bowl off it, came from the light collections. So the plastic clip snapped. So maybe I have to get another plastic clip for this to catch it onto this end here, because plastic clips don't last. Because the metal clips are much better than the plastic clips, because plastic clips always break. So the best thing what I might do is I might actually get the plastic clip off a fluorescent light fixture, put it onto this, and see what way it goes, because it does comes off like this, and it comes off because it's kind of a snap on this there, and that's just the two hooks there on the canopy, so they just slide it in there, so that can just come off. So it's kind of a hinge there on that, so that just comes off. So I might as well put a fluorescent clip part on it off of one of the fluorescent fixtures, and might clip it onto that. So an old Beta 79, and has the silver gear tray on the front of it, and the bowl is kind of, the bowl is kind of the original bowl is kind of yellow, brown or yellow, because the heat of the lamp, 300 Celsius degrees, the heat of the 125 watt lamp. So it kind of have a little crack there, so you maybe can see a little crack there, because it's only on a 1 inch. So it just comes off like this. As I say, it just comes off like this with the from street light reservations. Comes off like this, you hinge back, and the bowl just comes off. And this what's the inside look like. And and it's only 1 inch there, so it lost the other inch. And the clip part, the plastic clip part kind of snapped off it. Now I just put this down, and this just comes off, and it comes off like that, and then just pop it off. And sometimes it can be earth wire connected onto this gear tray, because the screw and that snapped. So this is not the original ballast that was put onto it, so I put that ballast on it myself, and rig this all, remote this all myself. So far as I know, but this lamp does works perfectly, because I actually remote this myself. This is only capacitor and the ballast, 125 watt lamp. It actually gives them 125 watt to get the full brightness, and there's a label IP23. I think it's a THORN EMI Beta 79, because the label kind of went crispy from the heat, and I put my hand behind the lamp, so it's all that white powder on the behind the lamp on this there, and I do that, and all that white dust. And I don't know what that is. Sometimes I usually white, because it's all that white dust coming off it. So you have the both reflectors on both sides. There's the original reflectors. And I take the screw out the lamp, and then Ventra made MBFU 125 or E27 cap, because that's the E27 cap, that's the size cap you can get for it. So now you just put this lamp there, and the ballast and the capacitor, there's no igniter in it. So if I put a 70 watts on, means I had to put the igniter with the ballast. So the capacitor means it smooths the power into the ballast, stop the ballast rumbling around and buzzing. So it smooths the power easy, but you can still hear the buzzing when it's running on an old Beta 79 made around the late 1970s up to the early 80s. And still got that old reflectors on the side, both sides, because they're the old reflectors. It comes off 2 screws on this side, another 2 screws, so it's 4 screws all together. So this is not the original lamp holder, so I actually put that other lamp holder in myself, because the other lamp holder kind of cracked and went into pieces. So I had to put this lamp holder in. So I had to look for other spare clips in me drawers and presses in here off a fluorescent lamp. So I don't have another one like that. You can't get these places anymore. So yeah, even the rub your fingers off like that. All the white powder after. So it has a black seal rubber around that, because it's EMI. Maybe it's an EMI Beta 79. EMI Beta 79, and this, because this, when I got this lamp a few years ago online, came from my light collection, there was no ballast in it. So I had this, not the original, because I put this ballast in it myself. See, sometimes you get lamps like this, when you do plug them in, it's your own risk. So as I say, so I had to remote this and earth this on the back of the canopy, because the green yellow wire earth. So live and neutral and earth. So, but and it's it. And the one that you look at here, this one you look at here is, I have to stay. And this one you look at here, it's like the other one I have in the other one I showed up in the last video. It's these ones, and this one is, these ones come out in the mid 80s, came up into the late 80s. But this one has the this is the one that I showed in the last video, when I put the new bowl in it, the lamp in it, the sodium lamp in it, and these reflectors is different on compared to that. Exact same shape, but made of back of the canopy fiberglass and the plastic clip part. So the original label on it, on the end of it, and I'll get down to the original label on it, IP 23 and Beta 79. And you can actually, this one you can actually 80 watt mercury vapor lamp, 125 watt lamp MEF, 50 watt and 70 watts on and 100 watts on. Whatever, what way you want to put in, son, extra large son, 100 watts on, or whatever lamp you put in. But this the one I showed in the last video. Now this one has the black seal rubber around this, because it's an EMI Beta 79, made around from the mid 80s, came up to the late 80s, and came up in then the mid 90s. They made update ones, and the white rubber seal around it. The update one's exact same shape as this, but it's, I'll close this back up, and this, it's nearly the exact same shape as this. But this is the old ones, that must come out in the late 70s up to the early 80s, but this one here came out in the mid 80s, right up to the early 80s, and they stopped making these in around 2001. They stopped making these ones. Beta 79, and they came out 26 industrial street lamps, and after the Beta 79 they stopped making them, and I screwed the lamp back in and put the cover onto it. So this one has, when you put the bowl onto it and you put the gear tray onto it, so that has one bar there and the second bar that holds there. You just put the gear tray cover, and you just hook that onto it like that, so the screws kind of snap with missing after. So see, I had to drill it down, put a different screw in there. So hold that, keep that in place, and see what put a different clip part onto it off a fluorescent lamp. Get one off a fluorescent lamp fixture off the side, one of them, and take this off, because you can't get these in the socks in like that anymore. And snip that, snapped off, I'm trying to melt it back on. Melted it back on, it just won't stay on. I might be get different clip part on this, because it's usually, so when you usually take the balls and it opens up like that. So if I get the other different clip parts. So, and then when I put the ball back onto it, so it's only on, so like I said, this ball it's only lost the last the other hinge. So I just close over like that and put it up here like that. I have two of those Beta 79s with the canopy aluminium at the back in my light collections. So there's two of those, and that's the other one I have there. The other one, the canopy fiberglass one. So they're going into the light collections, and those ones, and they be going into the light collections. So that's in this one here with the canopy aluminium one. And this one here, it's nearly exact same shape as this. That's like I said before, it's the exact same shape as this, and the back of it has 4 bolts on it. The pole bracket shuts in, has a clamped pole bracket on the forward cell socket there, and then you have this. There's all set. This is fiberglass, canopy fiberglass. This one is, that's the one. This one I showed up in the last video before, a few months back. So I put this down there. So what was I going to say? Like I said it before in the other last videos, and like I have 2 friends of mine, 2 of them in America and 1 in Australia, does streetlight reservations, like the same video I do. So we don't comment each other, we only we phone each other. We have contact numbers and we phone each other. So that's what we do. So I said it in the other last videos nearly about a year ago, when I started off the few videos. So but these ones goes in the light collections. So anyway, that's that now. So anyway, and I'll catch you up, and I'll see you up on the next ones, and bye bye.